Something special is happening at Stamford Bridge right now. Chelsea are no longer the chaotic, directionless side we saw struggling in recent years. Under Enzo Maresca, this team has transformed into a genuine force that strikes fear into opponents. When you watch them play, you see a team with identity, purpose, and an unshakable belief that they can beat anyone on their day. The evidence is mounting, the performances are getting better, and the results speak for themselves. Welcome to another deep dive into the beautiful game. If you love tactical football and want to understand why Chelsea are becoming one of the most exciting teams in Europe right now, you are in the right place. Grab your favourite drink, get comfortable, and let's break down exactly what makes this Chelsea side so dangerous under their Italian manager. The numbers tell an impressive story. Chelsea have lost just 4 games in all competitions this season. 4. And here is the kicker. 2 of those defeats came as a direct result of red cards that left them playing with 10 men. When you factor that in, you realise this team has been almost unbeatable when competing on level terms. But it gets better. Chelsea have not just been beating the weaker sides, they have been turning up in the biggest games of the season. They defeated Liverpool at Anfield in a statement performance. They demolished Barcelona 3-0 at Stamford Bridge, a result that sent shockwaves through European football. They beat Tottenham in a thrilling London derby. These are not fluky wins. These are performances that show a team coming of age. But here is what really excites me about this Chelsea team. They are getting better and better all round. Every single week, you see improvements. Players are growing into their roles. The tactical understanding is deepening. The confidence is building. This is not a finished product. This is a team on an upward trajectory, and that should terrify every other club in the Premier League. The biggest transformation has been the team's identity. Last season, Chelsea were essentially Cole Palmer Football Club. Everything went through him. Every attack relied on his magic. Every goal seemed to have his fingerprints on it. If Palmer had an off day, Chelsea struggled. But Maresca has changed all that. This is now a fluid team where magic can come from every single player on the pitch. The ball moves quickly through the team. Players interchange positions. Threats emerge from everywhere. 1 minute Enzo Fernandez is bursting through from midfield. The next minute Cucurella is popping up in the box. Then Neto's cutting inside from the wing. Defenders do not know where the danger is coming from. And that unpredictability makes Chelsea almost impossible to prepare for. What would you say is the most important position in Maresca's system? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I think you might be surprised by how crucial every single role has become. Let's start at the back with the goalkeeper. Robert Sanchez has completely turned things around this season. Remember all the criticism he faced? Remember the doubts about whether he was good enough for a club like Chelsea? Those doubts have been silenced. Sanchez is now genuinely one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League, and that is not an exaggeration. His shot stopping has been sensational. He makes important saves at crucial moments that keep Chelsea in games. Against Barcelona, he made a brilliant save in the first half that kept the score at 0-0 when Barca were on top. Against Liverpool, he pulled off 2 world-class stops that denied certain goals. His clean sheet record speaks for itself. 6 clean sheets in 12 Premier League games is a 50% ratio, which is elite-level performance. But Sanchez's value goes beyond just shot stopping. In Maresca's system, the goalkeeper is a key part of the build-up play. Sanchez is comfortable receiving the ball under pressure. He can play passes into the defenders or midfielders to break the press. His distribution has been excellent, and that allows Chelsea to play out from the back even when opponents try to press high. Maresca specifically chose Sanchez because of his ability with his feet, and that decision is paying off massively. The Spaniard looks like a completely different goalkeeper compared to last season. Confidence is high, decision-making is sharp, and he is commanding his area with authority. Moving to the fullbacks, and this is where Chelsea have serious quality and depth. Reece James is the captain and remains one of the best right-backs in world football when he is fit. The problem has been keeping him fit. James has struggled with injuries throughout his career, and this season has been no different. But Maresca has found an intelligent solution. In most games, James actually starts in midfield while Malo Gusto plays right-back. This eases the workload on James's body while still getting his quality on the pitch. It is a tactical innovation that benefits everyone. James gets to use his passing range and defensive intelligence from a central position, Gusto gets regular game time to develop, and Chelsea maintain balance across the team. Gusto himself deserves credit. The young Frenchman has been excellent whenever called upon. He is fast, aggressive in the tackle, and loves to get forward and support attacks. Having him as a reliable deputy means Chelsea never feel weakened when James is unavailable. Gusto has played significant minutes and performed well, which is exactly what you need from your backup fullback. On the left side, Marc Cucurella has been nothing short of sensational. This man has locked down some of the best wingers in world football this season. Lamine Yamal could not get past him in the Barcelona game. Bukayo Saka was so frustrated against him that he got substituted. Mohamed Salah barely had a sniff when facing Cucurella. The Spaniard won the UEFA Player of the Match award against Barcelona, and pundits have been raving about him. Wayne Rooney called his performance against Barca the best from a left-back in a very, very long time. Gary Neville named him Player of the Match twice this season. Cucurella is not just defending well, he is dominating opponents physically and mentally. What makes Cucurella so valuable in Maresca's system is his tactical intelligence. He inverts into midfield during the build-up phase, creating overloads in central areas. His passing is clean and progressive. He understands when to push forward and when to hold his position. At 26 years old, Cucurella is entering his prime, and he is playing the best football of his career right now. Chelsea signed Jorel Hato from Ajax as backup for Cucurella, paying £38.5 million for the young Dutchman. We have not seen much from Hato yet because Cucurella has been so good that there is no need to rotate him out, but Hato is a quality player with a big future. He is versatile, can play left back or centre back, and has excellent technical ability. His time will come, and when it does, Chelsea fans should be excited about what he can offer. The midfield is where Chelsea have invested heavily, and it is paying dividends. Moises Caicedo has been absolutely world-class this season. The Ecuadorian cost £115 million, and every penny of that fee is being justified. Caicedo is playing as the holding midfielder, sitting deep and protecting the defence. His tackling is ferocious. He wins 3.94 tackles per 90 minutes, which is the second highest rate in the entire Premier League. His positioning is immaculate. He reads the game brilliantly and snuffs out danger before it develops. Against West Ham, he scored on his 100th Chelsea appearance with a powerful strike that showcased his technical ability. But make no mistake, defence is his specialty, and he's one of the very best defensive midfielders in world football right now. Alongside Caicedo sits Enzo Fernandez, and what a partnership these two have formed. Fernandez cost £106 million, making him and Caicedo the two most expensive British signings in history at a combined £221 million. The World Cup winner has finally found his best form at Chelsea. Under Maresca, Fernandez plays as the more advanced of the two central midfielders. He pushes forward, makes runs into the box, links with the attackers, and provides creativity. His passing range is exceptional. He can drop long balls over the top for the forwards to run onto. He can play intricate 1-2s in tight spaces. He can break the lines with through balls. Against Benfica in the Conference League, Fernandez won 9 duels and registered 0.55 expected assists, dominating the midfield battle. The partnership with Caicedo works perfectly because their skills complement each other. Caicedo holds, Fernandez roams. Caicedo destroys, Fernandez creates. Together, they give Chelsea complete control of the midfield. Andre Santos has been an excellent backup option this season. The young Brazilian has shown real promise whenever he has been called upon. His tackling is aggressive, his energy levels are high, and he understands the demands of playing in Maresca's system. Santos is not getting regular starts because Caicedo and Fernandez are so good, but he has proven he can be trusted when needed. That depth is crucial across a long season with multiple competitions. Romeo Lavia was supposed to be a key player this season, but injuries have derailed his progress once again. The Belgian midfielder is a perfect fit for what Maresca wants, with his ability to press, tackle, and distribute from deep positions. But he has been injury-prone throughout his Chelsea career and has not been able to play much this season. When fit, Lavia offers something different to what Caicedo brings, and having that option would make Chelsea even stronger. The hope is he can stay healthy and contribute in the second half of the season. Dario Asugo is another talented youngster who was expected to get minutes, but he sustained an injury right at the start of the season and has not played a single match for Chelsea yet. The Portuguese midfielder is highly rated and will be back in January, which will give Maresca another option in the midfield rotation. Injuries are unfortunate, but they are part of football, and Chelsea's depth means they have coped without him. Now let's talk about the attack, because this is where things get really exciting. Cole Palmer remains the leader and the talisman. His quality is undeniable. He scored 4 goals in the first half against Brighton, becoming the first player in Premier League history to achieve that feat. He won the Premier League Player of the Month award for September after scoring 5 goals and providing 1 assist. His penalty record is perfect, 12 out of 12 without a single miss, which is now the Premier League record. Palmer has that rare ability to create something out of nothing. A moment of brilliance, a perfect pass, a clinical finish. He is Chelsea's most important player, no question about that. But here is what has changed under Maresca. Palmer is not carrying the team on his back anymore. The burden is shared. Other players are stepping up and contributing goals and assists. Pedro Neto has been fantastic on the right wing. The Portuguese winger cost 54 million from Wolves, and he has hit the ground running at Chelsea. Neto has pace that terrifies defenders. He takes players on 1 versus 1 and beats them regularly. His movement off the ball is intelligent. He has scored 4 goals already this season and creates chances for others with his crossing and link-up play. Neto gives Chelsea width and directness on the right side, and he is forming a dangerous partnership with Palmer and the forwards. Alejandro Garnacho arrived from Manchester United for 40 million in a transfer that raised eyebrows, but the young Argentine has shown why Chelsea wanted him. Garnacho is direct, aggressive, and loves to run at defenders. On the left wing, he provides pace and trickery that keeps opposition fullbacks occupied all game long. He is still young and developing, but the raw talent is obvious. His dribbling in tight spaces is excellent, and he is not afraid to shoot when chances present themselves. Adding Garnacho gives Maresca more options in attack and keeps everyone fresh with rotation. Estevão Willian is the 18-year-old Brazilian wonder kid who cost 50 million from Palmeiras, and what a talent he is. In the Conference League, Estevão has been sensational. He became only the 3rd teenager ever to score in his first 3 Champions League starts, joining Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland in that exclusive club. Against Barcelona, he scored a stunning goal that announced his arrival on the big stage. Estevão is quick, skillful, and has an eye for goal. At just 18, he is already contributing at the highest level, and his ceiling is frighteningly high. Chelsea have unearthed a genuine superstar in the making. João Pedro joined from Brighton for 60 million on July 2nd, and he scored on his debut just days later in the Club World Cup semi-final against Fluminense. Both goals in the 2-0 win came from Pedro, showing his quality immediately. Since then, he has continued to impress with his versatility. Pedro can play as a striker or drop deeper into midfield. He links play well, makes intelligent runs, and finishes chances clinically. Having a player who can operate in multiple positions gives Maresca tactical flexibility during games. Jamie Gittens came from Borussia Dortmund for 51.5 million, and the 21-year-old English winger is another exciting talent. Gittens is a left winger with blistering pace and excellent dribbling ability. He can beat defenders on the outside or cut inside onto his right foot. His crossing is dangerous, and he creates space for teammates with his movement. Gittens is still adapting to the Premier League and Maresca's system, but the potential is clear. As he settles in, expect his contribution to increase significantly. Liam Delap was signed from Ipswich for 30 million after scoring 12 league goals for the relegated side last season. He is a physical striker who pins defenders and creates space for others with his hold-up play. Delap went through a goal drought at the start of the season, but he finally got off the mark with a goal in the 3-0 demolition of Barcelona. Unfortunately, he suffered a 2-month injury in the game against Fulham, which is a blow because his physical presence offers something different to Chelsea's attack. When he returns in the new year, Delap will provide another option for Maresca to use depending on the opponent. Mark Guew and Tariq George are young prospects getting occasional minutes. Guiu is a striker who came from Barcelona's academy, and at just 18 years old, he is raw but talented. George is an academy graduate who has shown flashes of quality when given chances. Both are part of Chelsea's future, and Maresca is giving them opportunities to develop and learn. Which Chelsea attacker has impressed you most this season? Is it Palmer's continued brilliance, Estevao's exciting potential, or someone else entirely? Let me know your pick. So what is Maresca's game plan that has made Chelsea this good? The Italian manager has implemented a clear tactical identity that every player understands and buys into. Chelsea play a 4-2-3-1 formation on paper, but in possession, it transforms into a 3-2-5 shape. One fullback, usually Cucurella, inverts into midfield to create a double pivot alongside Caicedo. This gives Chelsea numerical superiority in the middle of the pitch and allows them to control the tempo of games. The other fullback pushes high to provide width. The two central midfielders, Caicedo and Fernandes, have clearly defined roles, with Caicedo holding and Fernandes pushing forward. The front four, Palmer, the wingers, and the striker, rotate positions constantly to confuse defenders and create space. Maresca's possession-based football is heavily influenced by his time working under Pep Guardiola at Manchester City. Chelsea keep the ball, move it quickly, and wait for the right moment to attack. They are patient in possession but ruthless when opportunities arise. The build-up play starts with Sanchez, who can play out from the back even under pressure. The defenders are comfortable on the ball and can break the press with accurate passing. The midfielders drop deep to receive and then progress the ball forward through the lines. Everything is structured, everything has purpose. When Chelsea lose the ball, they press immediately. Maresca wants his team to win possession back within 5 seconds if possible. The players closest to the ball jump on the opponent, closing down space and cutting off passing lanes. This high-intensity pressing has made Chelsea the second-ranked team in the Premier League for challenge intensity per minute of opposing possession. If the initial press fails, they recover quickly into a compact 4-4-2 shape that is difficult to break down. The defensive organisation has improved massively under Maresca compared to previous seasons. What really stands out is how Maresca has developed the players individually while improving the team collectively. Sanchez looks like a new goalkeeper. Cucurella has gone from being criticised to being one of the best left-backs in Europe. Caicedo has become a complete midfielder. Fernandes is finally showing why Chelsea paid over 100 million for him. Palmer has maintained his world-class level while others around him have stepped up. Young players like Estevao and Gittins are being integrated carefully and given chances to shine. This is elite coaching, and it is transforming Chelsea into genuine title contenders. Maresca's vision for Chelsea is clear. He wants a team that dominates possession, controls games, and creates chances through intelligent movement and quick passing. He wants defenders who can play football, midfielders who can defend and attack, and forwards who can interchange and threaten from anywhere. He wants a squad where everyone contributes, where goals come from all areas of the pitch, and where no single player is carrying the burden alone. After just a few months in charge, that vision is already taking shape. Do you think Maresca can win a major trophy with Chelsea this season? The Conference League seems likely, but could they challenge for the Premier League title? Share your predictions below. The evidence is overwhelming. This Chelsea team is becoming unplayable under Enzo Maresca. They have lost just 4 games all season, 2 of which came with red cards. They have beaten Liverpool, Barcelona, and Tottenham in big games. They have a goalkeeper performing at an elite level. They have fullbacks who defend like warriors and contribute in attack. They have a midfield partnership worth 221 million that controls every game. They have attackers providing goals and assists from every position. They have a clear tactical identity and a manager who knows exactly what he wants. Most importantly, they are getting better every single week. The improvements are visible, the confidence is growing, the understanding between players is deepening. This is not a finished product yet, but the trajectory is pointing straight up. When Chelsea click, they are spectacular to watch. Fluid passing, constant movement, goals from everywhere. It is exciting, it is effective, and it is sustainable. Chelsea are currently second in the Premier League table. They have a perfect record in the Conference League with 6 wins from 6 games, including that 8-0 destruction of Noah, which was the biggest win in the competition's history. They are favourites to win the Conference League trophy. They are competing for a top 4 finish and Champions League qualification. Some people are even starting to whisper about a title challenge if Liverpool slip up. Whether that happens or not, one thing is certain. This Chelsea team under Enzo Maresca is special. They are becoming unplayable, and that should excite every Chelsea fan and worry every opponent. What do you think is the key to Chelsea's transformation this season? Is it Maresca's tactics, the team's depth, individual brilliance, or something else? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's discuss this fascinating Chelsea revival. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you stick around for more tactical analysis and football insights. The beautiful game never stops giving us stories to tell.